My daughter trembled when she found me starving in a dark house. I had $10,000 a month, but no food, no medicine. Then my son-in-law spoke. The knock at the door was soft at first. Then again, louder. "Mom! It's me!" I tried to stand, but my legs failed me once before they obeyed. The room was cold. Not the kind of cold you feel on skin, but the kind that settles into bones. I pulled the thin shawl tighter around my shoulders and shuffled to the door. When I opened it, my daughter was standing there with grocery bags in both hands. She smiled. Then she saw my face. The smile broke instantly. "Mom, why do you look like that?" "I'm fine," I said quickly. "It's just cold today." She stepped inside. Her eyes moved around the living room. The lamps were off. The heater was silent. She walked straight to the thermostat. 58? Her voice shook. "It's winter." She rushed into the kitchen. The moment she opened the fridge, I heard the sound of air and nothing else. No food. Just a half-empty bottle of water and a few sauce packets. She turned slowly. "Where is your food?" My mouth felt dry. "I had some rice yesterday." Her hands started trembling. "You get $10,000 every month," she said. 10,000! Where is it going?" Before I could answer, footsteps entered the room. My son-in-law stood there with folded arms, calm, annoyed. "There you go again," he said. "Creating drama." My daughter turned to him. "She's starving." "She refuses to eat properly," he replied flatly. I opened my mouth, but he cut me off without even looking at me. "She's old," he said. "Old people don't need much." My daughter stared at him like she didn't recognize him. "She hasn't eaten real food in days." He shrugged. "If she eats less, she lasts longer." The words fell into the room like poison. My knees gave out. My daughter rushed to hold me. "You just said that about my mother," she whispered. He rolled his eyes. "You're too emotional. My wife handles the money. Everything is under control." My daughter looked past him and saw his wife standing in the hallway, silent. She turned back to him. "Move," she said. He didn't. She said it again, louder. "Move." He stepped aside. She took my hand. "Mom, you're coming with me." At the hospital, the truth came out in numbers. Weight loss, malnutrition, vitamin collapse, body temperature too low. "This has been happening for months," the doctor said. My daughter covered her mouth. "How long, Mom?" she whispered. I didn't want to answer, but silence had already nearly killed me. "Almost a year." My daughter closed her eyes. A woman from social services stood beside the bed. "This is elder abuse," she said gently. The word echoed in my head. Abuse. That night at my daughter's home, she placed a bowl of soup in front of me. I cried into it. When my hands stopped shaking enough to hold the spoon, she opened her laptop beside me. "Mom, I checked your bank records." Rows of red numbers filled the screen. Withdrawals, transfers, emptying. More than $200,000 gone. "Your money didn't disappear," she said slowly. "It was taken." The next morning, we went to the lawyer. He looked at the papers, then at me. "You were financially exploited under forced control," he said, "and medically neglected." My daughter leaned forward. "Can they be arrested?" "Yes." When police went to that house, my son-in-law didn't deny everything. Instead, he said something worse. "She was a burden," he told them. "We were just speeding up what was already happening." When my daughter told me that, I finally cried. Not from hunger, from betrayal. They were arrested 3 days later. Fraud, theft, exploitation. In the courtroom, I watched my son stare at the floor. His wife screamed at the judge. My son-in-law didn't scream. He smirked. "You won't survive long anyway," he said quietly as they took him away. That night, my daughter held my hands and whispered, "This isn't over. I can feel it." She was right. Because the worst truth had not yet surfaced. The truth came from an email. My daughter was checking her son's school account when she saw a strange insurance notification addressed to me. "But I don't use email." She opened it. A life insurance policy. $500,000. My name. Beneficiary. My daughter-in-law. Issued 18 months earlier. Before the hunger. Before the darkness. Before the medicine disappeared. My daughter sat beside me and whispered, "Mom, they weren't just stealing your money." My chest tightened. "They were waiting for you to die." The lawyer confirmed everything. Forged signature. Secret power of attorney. Policy designed for natural decline. Starvation. Isolation. Weakening. Slow death. "They were manufacturing your death without touching you," he said. My daughter stood up, shaking. "They tried to kill my mother." The charges were upgraded. Attempted murder. Conspiracy. Insurance fraud. They brought my son-in-law in again for questioning. He lost his calm this time. "She was dying anyway," he screamed. "We just planned ahead." That single sentence sealed everything. At the trial, neighbors testified. The locked thermostat. The closed curtains. The grocery bags never arriving. Medical experts testified how starvation was used intentionally. When the judge announced the verdict, "Guilty on all charges," my son-in-law collapsed. My son cried. His wife fainted. I felt empty. Not relieved. Just finished. Weeks later, my son came to my daughter's house. He dropped to his knees. "I believed him," he said. "When he said you didn't deserve the money. That food was a waste." I looked at him. "You believed him over your own mother," he sobbed. I was weak. "Yes," I said. "You were." Time passed. My body healed slowly. The heater stayed on. The fridge stayed full. My daughter never left my side. One night she said softly, "They bet on your silence." I nodded. "And on your disappearance." Now people ask me how it felt to lose everything. I tell them the truth. I lost my trust first. The rest came later. And when they ask me what saved me, I answer, my daughter knocked before it was too late.